Good afternoon, everybody. Another segment of Frankly My Dear. Not really gonna do a recap of last night's game. I mean, everybody saw it. It was a snoozer. I said, I no longer will be discussing LeBron James, debating people on LeBron, criticizing LeBron. Because it's no to me it's nothing to argue about or debate anymore. So with that being said, though, something on a positive side, this video I'm gonna more so focus on. So as we all know, LeBron, it's highly unlikely he returns to Cleveland. I'm here to tell you all who I think are like his top five. That's top five places he should consider going. Okay. And let's keep, and this is, I'm including all teams, okay, because one thing people don't know, he could do a sign and trade, kind of how Chris Paul did, and go to a team that doesn't really have the cap space. So really all teams are really in the running for LeBron James this summer. So I'm gonna dive right into it, and this is in order. So number 5, I'm going to say the number 5 team he should consider is the Miami Heat. Okay, some people go say they can't see him going back. I feel like this is as far as if he wants to avoid or get around, the ring chase. People trying to say he's chasing ring. I feel Miami would be the place. Somewhere he's been before. It's not like he's you can still only say he played for 2 teams his whole career. As far as winning, they got some solid pieces, man. They got a lot of guys who can defend, which can help, with LeBron. As his defense has deteriorated over the last couple of years, they have pieces in place that can kind of shadow some of that. And Wade is there. They have a deep team, man. I think they have enough if he went there, and especially if Whiteside stayed. I think he would have enough. And Whiteside was focused. I know they're talking about him being traded or getting moved. I think Whiteside stays, and Whiteside is focused. Even if he's not, he's a trade asset that they might could get some guys down there who fits LeBron's style. Guys who can spread the floor and also play defense. So I think Miami is a good option, man, that people haven't been really thinking about. I think they're very much in the running this summer. Number 4, this one is going to come from left field. Number 4, I feel, is the Portland Trailblazers. Now, I think some people are going to say, Portland, I doubt they have the money, with Dame and McCollum to bring him in. But like I said, they could, some of these teams can do sign and trades, okay? I think that I think he can help Lillard and McCollum. He could groom them into becoming winners, okay? What I mean by that is I feel he could teach them how to be champions. His record is what it is, but at the same time, he is a champion, okay? He's been in this league a long time. I think he could take them guys to another level, okay? They won't be nothing on defense, but I think them guys will be able to play together. Lillard and McCollum are good shooters. We saw how LeBron thrived when he had a guy like Kyrie. To me, Lillard is just as good as Kyrie, in my opinion. Some people may feel differently. McCollum is definitely good than any number 3 that he had on the Cavs as well. But I even feel better than Love, and he can shoot. And I think that would be a good fit, man. The thing is, and I'm not basing this off of him. I'm not basing it against the Warriors, because the Warriors, they are who they are. They're gonna be together. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to beat them. So I'm basing it off who gives him the best opportunity to continue to contend for a championship, okay? And I feel like Portland has the 2 pieces. If they can keep those 2 pieces with LeBron, like I said, they won't be that great on defense, but I feel like offensively they would be a hard team to stop. Lillard is a killer like Kyrie was, which complements LeBron perfectly. McCollum is something that LeBron really hasn't ever had, besides Wade, excuse me. But, Wade wasn't the best shooter, But I feel like McCollum is a number two. His style of play is something that LeBron hasn't played with as far as at the shooting guard position. So I really think Portland, I got them as my fourth best landing spot for LeBron. Okay. Third, I know they've come out and said that this isn't going to happen, but in my opinion, this is gonna sound crazy. It's not Houston, okay? My third is actually the Boston Celtics. They say they've been talking about rumors of a sign and trade, things of that nature. I feel like the Celtics have the pieces to move to acquire LeBron. I feel like LeBron and that team is another team that has guys already there that can help LeBron on defense, And I feel like that team, even though Kyrie's a champion, I feel like he would really push that team to another level. I feel like as you can see, two of these three teams that I've said already are in the East. I feel like he's going to have to stay East, man. And I feel like if he stays East, he could have a chance to clip the Warriors if he goes to this team, okay? Especially the Celtics. The Celtics got a lot of young contracts. They got a lot of young pieces. And they got, with LeBron, they will have a guy who is a champion that can show them how to play championship level ball. A guy who they can rely on as far as getting them easy buckets, because they do have a hard time scoring. And that was even with Kyrie, okay? Now, people gonna say how that can happen. Unfortunately, they say Kyrie didn't want to play with LeBron. Who knows? If they did a sign and trade, which the rumors are that they might be willing to do a sign and trade, they may send Kyrie back to Cleveland. If they sent Kyrie back to Cleveland, in a way, he still gets what he wanted, which was to take over the team, okay? How good they'll be with Kyrie, horrible. But if the Celtics are an option, I think he should really look at that option. I think their tradition, that team in general, I think he could be and it's not likely he's going to a team that he lost to. This is a team that he's dominated. He's always played well in Boston. I could see him easily going there and winning a title or two before his career is done, based off the pieces they have and those contracts they have, okay? Now, number two. This one I was cut between these top two. I wasn't sure, but I think I'm going to go number two. It's the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I know people have been saying, they can't see him and Ben Simmons working together. I actually can, if LeBron moves to power forward. Now, people going to think that's crazy, think that's weird. I think LeBron at power forward will be an advantage in every game because of his ability. He can still get by some guys. His strength, he's stronger than most power forwards. He'll be a playmaker playing from the power forward position. I think that would be a perfect role for him. Okay, he shoots decent. Especially this year, he shot decent enough to stretch the floor from that position as well. And they say he wants to play a little more off ball as he gets into the twilight of his career. And I think it would be easier for him to transition, switch positions than it would be for Ben Simmons. The tricky thing there is, sometimes it seems like when LeBron gets a big man, they slowly, gradually go further and further away from the rim. I feel like that would hinder Embiid, but I feel like if LeBron played a 4, they let Simmons stay point guard. If they can somehow bring back Redick in his shooting, I think the Sixers would easily, I'm not going to say make the finals, because the Celtics still be tough once they got Hayward and Kyrie back, but I think they could easily make the NBA finals, and I think it could be competitive, man, because especially if the Warriors don't bring back a guy like JaVale McGee, Embiid would be a nightmare for them, okay? Ben Simmons, another year under his belt, nightmare. The Covington, great defender. Like, they have the pieces to compete with the Warriors they got guys that are good on defense, and they got guys that can shoot. They bring in a LeBron. They got 2 playmakers. They got 3 guys who can handle the ball, because Embiid can handle the ball as well for a big man. I think the Sixers would be his best option in the East if he stays in the East. I think they could easily win the East, of course. Not easily, but I think they could win the East, and I think they would give the Warriors problems because they have a lot of strengths that for the few that can easily combat the few weaknesses that the Warriors do have. Okay. Last, this one to me, if they can make this happen, this is the easiest decision to me. San Antonio Spurs. I think LeBron has to find some kind of way, even if he got to take a pay cut or just do those 2 years or something. I think he has to find a way to get to the Spurs. For one, we know Popovich. LeBron's never had a great coach like Greg Popovich, okay? Two, Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi is a guy who's better at thriving as a two, driving as the second player on the team. I think he can lead a team, but I think if he's ever grouped with another guy who can play on the wing, if Kawhi can move maybe to the two and LeBron played the three, man, I think they would be a force, man. And then he got Kawhi to help with his defensive deficiencies now, man. And that would be the perfect team. And then he got Aldridge, which is the main type of big man that LeBron likes to play with, a stretch four. If they somehow could keep Gasol is a stretch five now. Like, they would, to me, even without, and then they got married, who's on a still on his rookie contract, who was showing some improvement and got a good relationship with LeBron. I think he was like his mentor or something like that. I'm telling you, the Spurs, if he goes to the Spurs, I think they can compete in the West. And I think they could. I think they might be. That's the only team in the West he could go to, and they could knock off the Warriors. I think he could do it. I think if he goes and plays with the Spurs, for one, he's gonna have. People think, I think it'll add some. I think it would enable LeBron to play until he's almost 40. Because the way that Popovich manages minutes, the way that the Spurs training staff handles their players, they would add at least another 2 years to LeBron's career, in my opinion. Sorry, y'all, about the airplane. Wait for it to pass. But I think they could add, that organization in itself could add another 2 years to LeBron's career. Okay, and I think their culture fits LeBron in the sense, people think, LeBron does dominate the ball, but LeBron's mentality is a pass first, high IQ mentality, and the Spurs have the high. Besides the Warriors offense, I feel like the Spurs, like Popovich's system, is specifically meant for guys who have high basketball IQ, and I think LeBron would be a perfect fit there. I think if he goes there, I think he can win another 3 rings if he goes to San Antonio, and Kawhi stays there. That to me, those two complement each other perfectly. Their personalities do. Kawhi could almost be his Pippen. That's who Kawhi always reminded me of, but to me, he scores a little better than Pippen, but he could literally be LeBron's Pippen as LeBron goes to the end of his career and get LeBron another 3 titles. But that's just my thoughts, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Those are the top 5 teams in order of who I think LeBron should go to, are the best landing spots for him. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment. Let me know what you all think. Y'all have a productive Saturday. 1.